I say, welcome guys to my next program. I promise you, I want to explain some stuff to you about life and about something that's actually going on in my life right now. So you have to realize that, for example, when your house burns down and when you're going places in terms of life where you're making something work for yourself, but somehow life is not, let's say, going exactly how you need it to be, but at the same time, it's okay, you know. And that's what I'm actually going through. You have to realize that things in life happen for a reason, and because you have to always express yourself as much as possible to be able to live a great life, so that you can have something to look forward to every single day, and making sure that you understand that it's not about fame as much as it is helping other people. Sense. So, for example, when you're helping other people, okay, you want to be able to be someone influential. You want to be able to grow yourself as much as possible, and you want to go from topic to topic, but say things that are appropriate to other people, so that they can understand you, so that they can understand how appropriate you are, and so that they can understand exactly what you mean about life. But that's your opinion, that's your advice, that's your wisdom, that's your experience. That's what you need to every single day look forward to. You understand? You have to look forward to a better way of life. So when you look forward to a better way of life, and when you do something every single day to make sure that you're moving forward, that you're actually helping yourself to do a better life for yourself, that you're doing something in your life where you're just straightforward going for it. You're just going for your dreams, you're going for the goal, you're going for talking more words, you're going for everything that you can, so that you can get the life that you deserve. I promise you, raise your hand if you want the life that you deserve. You understand? You have to realize life happens for a reason. And we all come here in life to experience something. And what exactly are we experiencing through life? We're experiencing the ups, we're experiencing the downs, we're experiencing the failures, we're experiencing the success. I promise you, there's so many aspects of life that's happening right now that you need to be interested about, and that you need to be open-minded with. So you have to realize sometimes in life things don't go your way, but you can't control that. You can't control something that's out of your reach. So you have to realize that in life you just control yourself. Be able to control yourself. Be able to never be short-tempered. Never get angry. Be happy. Try to create something. I promise you, if you're bored, just go into creativity with yourself. So, for example, when I get bored, what I do is I speak more words intentionally, and I also try to create something like music. I try to create words for myself. I try to read something, but it's much more in the state of creation that I'm living a great life. Because in the state of creating, that's where I'm happy. I'm happy when I create a music track that's not the best music track in the planet, but it's something that I created. And if it wasn't for me, this track that you're listening to will not be existing today. So the thing is that what I've come to realize in my life personally, that no matter how much I create, I'm always happier in the process when I'm creating. And so you have to realize that you have to thrive to be happy. You have to every single day do something in regards to your happiness. Do something that's going to make you happy. So whether that be quitting smoking, whether that be improving your finances, whether that be going for an experience, to do something, to create something, to live a joyful life, to do something that you've never done. And you have to realize it's been 6 months, for example, since I last put myself on video camera to make a 1 hour program for you. And the reason for that is because my house burnt down. And now I was cooking something in the kitchen, and I don't know if I switched off the stove or not, but I put the pan inside the sink. I put some water on the pan. I went to eat my eggs. And 30 minutes later, there was a fire, a massive fire inside of my kitchen. And then what happened was after that, we got placed into a hotel by Housing Commission, which is a government organization. And I was living in a hotel for 6 months, basically. So you have to realize in life, things happen like that, where you might encounter that your house burns down. So who do you turn to? You can go to organizations where you can go in your local area somewhere where they have a local organization where you can find suitable housing for you so that you can, for the moment, have temporary accommodation and stuff like that. And if you want the government to find you a house to live in where you pay more affordable rent, okay, it's totally possible, but there is a line and you have to wait in line. You have to go through a certain process with these people. And now these organizations want to help you. They want to help you because that's what they're for. But if you're not going to be someone who wants what they give, then they're going to throw you out on the street. You have to understand. You have to accept what you get from them. You understand? You have to help yourself. And now you have to realize it's not about living in a certain area in life as much as it is moving around in life. So you have to realize it's more important to move around while you're doing your work than to stay in your comfort zone in one area of your life. So if you just keep moving throughout life, do anything in your life to move around as much as you can. Move around as much as you can. Travel as much as you can. Be physically fit. Be healthy as much as possible. Be a vegan as much as possible if you can. And now you have to realize that in my life, my information, okay, is all updated information. And I only give you ever the updated information about everything. Because the thing is that I'm like a psychologist, I'm like a researcher, I'm also like a life coach. I'm a music producer, I'm a stylist, I'm an artist of some kind. I have a philosophy of my own. I do certain things that other people don't do. I live my life based on how I want to live it and not how others want me to live it. I make sure that you understand that I allow things to happen in my life. And now you have to realize that you can't control other people. You can't control anything other than yourself. And you have to discipline yourself every single day to do something that you've never done. Making sure that you're going the new path, that you're going the new direction in life, that you're doing something that's straight out the best thing that you can do for yourself. That's what everyone wants. That's what everyone is looking for in life. To always do the best thing. Do the best thing you can with your money, with your health, with your spirituality, with your personal privacy, with everything. And now privacy, for example, is very important because you need privacy in life. You need to be alone sometimes, you know. You have to be understanding that sometimes just go to your room, close the door, and just be with yourself. And that's more than enough to calm you down. You understand? Unless you're doing drugs. And now drugs lift your blood pressure. You have to realize that if you smoke cigarettes or if you drink caffeine, it's going to raise your blood pressure. And now you have to realize that there is studies found that coffee is good for your health. But there's also studies that are found that coffee is also bad for your health. Okay? And why do I say that? Because you have to realize that there's always two sides to a story. And now, if you look for certain information, you're going to get what you're looking for. You have to understand. But when you get yourself in a creative state of mind, where you're creating something, no matter what it is, then you move on from the subject. You know, so you move on from what you're talking about. And then you have to realize that life starts to happen. Life starts to begin, because life is always beginning. Life is never ending. Okay, life is eternal life. And you have to realize that every single day you start creating something, then you're moving forward. You're moving forward in what you want to say. You're moving forward in what you want to do. You want to be able to live that best lifestyle that you can. So it's only through the state of creating something that you are ever happy. Because those people who don't work for anything don't have anything to give, and they don't have anything to look forward to. So you have to realize you have to make work a part of life. And now some people work for nothing, other people work for something, and other people are unsure about what they're working for. You understand? And you have to realize that some people out there are sure about what they're working for. And now, which side are you? Where are you on the spectrum of life? And now you have to realize that this coaching program is for everybody that's willing to improve themselves, that's willing to help themselves to grow, that's willing to understand something about mindset, that's willing to understand that you're willing to understand something about life because you're in this program. But you have to realize that you have to inspire. Every single day you have to inspire. And now you have to understand something else, that I don't have many followers. If you look at my YouTube channel and my social media, people don't follow me, okay, because they don't find me inspirational. They don't find that I can help them in some kind of way. And now, why is that? Because I've given them everything that I could in terms of information, and they're still not happy with my work. They're still not happy with Danny Milivojevic. And now, it's true that some people maybe hate me for it, that they're jealous of me, that they don't want other people to be as successful as them. But all I'm trying to do in the planet is raise the vibration, raise frequency. You understand? Raise a frequency in life. And I'm always trying to do better. As much as possible, trying to do better in my life personally, so that I can grow, so that I can become rich, so that I can have everything that I ever want. And now I realized something recently, that all I ever want to do in my life is speak more words. I just want to speak more words as much as possible. And because I speak more words, then I do other types of things as well. You understand? Because words motivate me personally to live a greater life. Because without words, there is no videos in life. There is no nothing in life. I wouldn't be making this video if it wasn't for words. You have to realize that words travel places really quickly. And if there's anything in the world that travels the quickest, it's words. Words is something that you have to look forward to. You have to look forward to helping people. You have to look forward to having a great life. You have to understand, people are always confused about what a great life is. I promise you, a great life for me means the ability to speak words. So if I'm somebody who can actually speak words, then I'm living a great life. You know, it's so simple, but many people miss that part of life. They miss the ability to not speak words in terms of speaking words. So you have to realize that they're missing the ability to speak words. And because they're not speaking words, that's why they're losing. That's why they're not setting goals. That's why they're not planning their life. That's why they don't have advice for other people. You understand? I have advice for other people because otherwise I wouldn't be doing this program. And now you have to spread your advice to people. You have to understand that some people are closed-minded. But I put this content online somewhere where I don't ask you personally to watch this video. So that unlocks the door for you to watch the video. Because if I said, watch my video, you would rebel against me and you would say no. because I'm forcing you to watch my video through my words. So if I don't say anything about my content to you, but I just give you a business card or I post my content online somewhere and you randomly find it, you're more likely to click it than if I said, please follow me or please watch my video or something like that. So if I sent you content without your recognition or without your permission, you are more likely to watch it than if I never sent it at all. Okay? So if I never sent you my content, you would never watch it. And it wouldn't be interesting. But because I sent this content online somewhere and you found me on YouTube, you found me somewhere, somehow somebody either said something or somehow you found me through intentionality, through your aspect of life, because I somehow gave something online and you happened to find it. And it's a coincidence. You know, and so when you're looking for help, the teacher appears. And when you're not looking for help, then you are your own teacher. You understand? You have to realize you are your own guru and nobody can teach you anything about life. I can't teach you anything about life. I can only add information to your life and I can only be able to serve you in some kind of way, but you have to learn yourself how to talk, how to live a great life, how to make sure that you're doing something spontaneous, how to talk to your kids, how to talk to people. You have to learn all this stuff. You have to learn everything about life as much as possible. You have to be understanding that in the state of learning, that's happiness. You understand? Because you're learning something, you're making more common sense, you're trying to figure out life. And you must never ever stop figuring out life, because life is always to be more figured out. And now I have life more figured out right now than ever before in my life. I understand much better where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do with my time, how I'm going to create things, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, why I'm going to say it, why I do what I do and why. So you have to realize, I understand something. That when you talk words, you can go any direction you want to go in. You can achieve anything you ever want in your life as long as you're willing to improve. You have to realize the improvement happens for a reason, so that you can live a better life, so that when you live a better life, you will help other people live a better life. And that's a state of happiness. That's what spirituality means. So when you're looking for words to say, then you find something to say. You actually say it before you spray it. You make sure you do anything in your power to do life, okay? And now make sure you realize something, that when you're doing something to help yourself, when you're looking for a certain direction in life, when you're looking for something to improve upon, you have to understand you're that individual that needs to improve. You are that entity that needs to improve your life. And nobody can improve your life for you. You know, so nobody can come to my life and improve my life unless I give them permission. I have to give you permission and other people permission in order to improve my life. So if I ask for help, then I'm giving people permission to improve my life. But if I'm never asking for help, then I can never improve my life, can I? So I have to ask for help. So sometimes I run into people, for example, I've ran into people, for example, and I said to them, do you need help in life? And they said no. I mean, they never need help in life. Because if I state to you, do you need help in life? And you told me no, then you're saying to me that you never need help in life. And those people who never need help in life never improve. You always need help in life. You always need to be a person who needs help all the time from everybody, as much as possible, to live a great life, to be able to connect, to be able to be social. And then you have to realize something about being social with other people. That when you're talking to other people, it's not the same as you talking to yourself. And it's a different level of communication. And now what I'm saying is it's much better to talk to yourself because you understand yourself than to talk to other people, because other people won't understand your story. They won't understand everything you understand. Because apparently, if they understood everything that you understood, they would totally understand how to be closer to you. They will totally understand how to be your friend. They'll totally understand how to be your lover. They'll totally understand your truth. But because people don't want to be close to other people, and because people don't really want to understand you, and even if they try to understand you, they'll never understand you, because there's so much information about you that they can only figure out little bits about you in terms of information. But if you post all this content online for people to find, then they have to go through all this content to understand you greater. And then yet again, they'll never understand you, because you're always learning something new and you're becoming a newer version of yourself every single day, regardless of if you're doing worse than yesterday or better than yesterday. You're always increasing your wisdom as long as you're living life, okay? And now, because you're living life and because you're increasing your wisdom, you are getting smarter by the day. And certain events around you are shaping you into the person that you want to be, and it's shaping you into the individual that you need to be. Because you wouldn't be having this type of lifestyle that you have now if it wasn't for you. So be grateful about your life, because otherwise you won't experience as much as you can. So the ability to be grateful about everything in your life and to keep being grateful about things is going to help you to improve every single area of your life. If you every single day write 10 lists, 10 things about life that you're grateful for every single day, and just be more grateful, then you have more blessings. You have more to look forward to. And you'll always find that when you go the new path or the new direction in life, somewhere different that you've never gone before in, you'll find that life happens and that you are able to bring life to people, that you are able to give something to them because you have that potential. And now everyone's got potential to do something. And now you have to find what you are good at, and you have to do that all your life. So sometimes you have to realize that I like things in my life, okay? And I do certain things in my life more than other things in my life because that's what works for me. So if I don't want to do something, it's because of my health, it's because of my reasoning, it's because of my philosophy, it's because of something much better that I can do instead. So if I realize to always do something much better for myself, I'm always going to be living a greater life because I'm always trying something new. Okay, when I'm doing something new. And now you have to realize that this information here has never been spoken about. But some things in this video is a repetition. It's repetition of things that other people have said to me personally. And now I am the experience behind it. I'm experiencing life on a daily basis, and I wouldn't say that I'm living the best life, but I wouldn't say also that I'm living the worst life. I'm always somewhere in the middle, regardless of how rich I am and regardless of how poor I am. I have words to speak, and because I speak words, I make a living from it. I make a lot of living from life when I have a passion, when I have a dream, when I achieve my goals, when I plan certain things with my mindset, when I'm doing certain things to help my life to succeed, and when I'm actually helping myself move forward. So that's why I'm saying that if you want a better mindset, if you want to help yourself on a daily basis to do something that you've never done before, you're going to go in a new direction. You're going to be able to create things. You're going to be able to have a greater mindset because you're living that life that you want. And now the life that you really want is a better life. You have to understand, it's always a better life. So always talk about the better life. Talk about what people can do better about things. And the more you talk about it with yourself the most, and then you include other people and what they can improve about their life and everything, you have to understand that you always look for things that you can say to them or to yourself that's going to help to improve everything. You understand? So for example, then if I looked at somebody in life and I said, hey, I really like what you're doing, but this is what you can improve about your life if you're willing to do it. And then they'll hear you out and they'll say, okay, that's a cool idea. And now, because you said it, they are more connected to you because you're trying to help. So if you're always in a state of helping people, then people are going to love you because you're always trying to give them something. You're always trying to give them presents. And now presents come in the form of silence. Presents come in the form of words. It comes in the form of music. It comes in the form of everything that's good. You understand? So you have to realize that if you want to do something every single day that's going to really lift you, every single day, lifting yourself, being the best you can be. You understand? That's what's going to help you to have everything that you ever want. So if you are somebody like me who eventually needs to make events around people so that they can live life, so that I can live life much greater, so that you can live life much greater, you understand? So that you can understand that it's about getting information across to people and making events around your information and then making everything come true from that. That's what life is about. I'll put it into perspective for you. So let's say I'm a music producer, which I am a music producer. I create music and then I need to showcase it. I showcase it in front of people. I make events around my music. I make everything come true from that. I'm a life coach. I speak words for a living. I make events around words. I bring words to people. I bring connection to people. I bring awareness to people. I bring music to people. I make money from it. I make everything in life from it because that's my passion. That's my dream. That's what I'm living in my life. I'm living my passion and dream every single day. And I pronounce that into the world by showcasing it in front of people. And because I showcase it in front of people, I achieve more from it because I have more professional development from it. I have more spirituality from it. I have more money from that. I have more of everything from that. You understand? So it's about getting your life onto track, making sure that your life is going places, that you're creating something not just for yourself, but for other people. And because you create things for other people, then you can showcase that in front of them. You can make events around it. You can make money from it. You can do anything from that content that you make. It all starts from your words. You have to understand that when you put words into perspective and when you express everything that you can in terms of words, because everything that you can actually express in life is words. Music is words. Silence is words. Everything is words. So if you become a word freak and you become a freak of nature who speaks a lot of words, then you have a great mind. You have something that you figured out that other people didn't figure out about you. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to live a great life, or if you want to do something every single day to make sure that you're successful, that you're doing something every single day to make sure that you're living that lifestyle that you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Going your direction more than other people's direction. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to reinvent the wheel, but trying to reinvent yourself. Do you understand? Try to reinvent yourself. Try to understand that when you reinvent yourself, you're doing something new. You're doing something different. You're talking in a different manner that you never talked about before. You're talking in a different mannerism. You're talking differently. You're making something that you never made before. You're doing something different in that you never done before. You're doing something, if you're a music producer, you're making beats, you're making music like you've never made it before. If you're a life coach, if you're a public speaker, you're speaking words like you never spoke them before. And you're speaking differently. You're making music differently. You're making photos of yourself. You're doing photography around life. You're making food. You're making something work like it never has been made before. You're doing something differently in all that. You're making sure that you're making it all differently. That you're creating and crafting something that you've never done before. That's what's going to keep you young. That's what's going to keep you fruitful. That's what's going to keep you in the best work of your life. You understand? So you have to realize that this information right now, it's not new information, even though it might be new for you. Okay? You have to understand, you have to realize that no matter what in life, always understand that there's always hope. You have to hope about life. You have to be hoping, because when you hope, you're going to live life, because hope keeps you alive. But what keeps you even more alive is speaking words. It's creating something. Create photos, create yourself, create everything you can. Create other people. Just be in a state of creation. Creation is a good thing. So the more you create things in life, the better your life becomes. You become a better person overall.